We're gonna get started with Hacker Replay. I am not standing today because my lower back hurts from we had a party last night and I guess standing all day just hurted so much. So I'm sitting. I'm gonna be a lazy boy. Don't forget that if you watch my Twitch channel over the next few weeks, you can get free drops in game. Currently we have the Malusi weapon skin, but by the time this video comes out, that's already gonna be over. But then if you watch the week after, you get the Malusi headgear for free, and if you watch after that, you get the uniform and card art for free. All you gotta do is just watch on Twitch, and then link your accounts and claim it. It's that easy. You don't have to pay anything, but if you want to support, you can always sub. First match of the day is gonna be an old one. I downloaded this one last week, but I had like a theme that I was going for, so I didn't want to download this one or use this one because it sounded really crazy, and I thought it would be better as a standalone video. Now, we're going to have to, look through and see how accurate this is. But in this match, we have Kuo, who's accusing 4 people on the enemy team. 3 of them have streamer mode, and he didn't tell me who was who. And then one of them does not have streamer mode, the RDCF.5K. I don't know who is who. I'm sure we can probably just, wait for kills to happen and then skip through and see who's who. I don't know how accurate this will be, but according to the submission file, the reason why they were submitted is that one of the people on the enemy team who is cheating is a top 5 champ in Siege at the time of the recording, and apparently has been cheating for multiple seasons and not been banned. RDCF is not the top 5 cheater, but he is part of the stack apparently of cheaters. Like I said, there were 4 of them. I'm going to guess that it was probably Recruit, Liam Curtis, and Dexter, because this looks like GMFB_R.6. Unless he got very lucky and he got 6 as his streamer mode number. I don't think that's a streamer mode. Also, I'm just going to throw here. This is supposed to be a champ level lobby. If this is a champ level lobby, do you guys think that this is a champ level setup for a Goyo? I would hazard guess as to no. Let me see what the Clash was doing. Just standing in front of the window. Dies on purpose, I guess, because they were getting shot and just didn't react. It is a shame that I can't tell who is who, because it does make it harder for me to know whether someone actually is cheating or not. This looks like he's already lining up the person through the wall. Yeah. Okay. So we already have proof that RDCF is cheating. I know he gets shot here, but look, he lines up the head. Like, he didn't even see them, but then he lines up the head, pre-fires, and then they crouch, and then he crouches and brings his aim down and tries to pre-fire but misses. The Goyo is definitely cheating. Especially because if he's supposed to be a champ and this is his setup, he's cheating. The Doc, I'll say, so far, it didn't look like he was walling, at least. He looked like he was just kind of staring. If they are together, which I would guess they might be, it is possible that the Goyo is calling out to his teammates, being like, people are here, people are there. And if this is a champ lobby, which I saw that the Doc has a champ charm, it's likely that that's the case, because cheaters will just give callouts that their teammates get kills and not them. Actually, the Kankan just got a kill. I mean, that kind of looked more like a reaction. Also, chat's pointing out that they probably have unlock alls. I don't know what skin this is, but I noticed it as well. This is like an old Pro League bundle, which is very unlikely for people to have, but he's a champ, so if he's a long-time player, he could just have it. Peacock, I think, is even more rare. I don't know if you can find it on the marketplace. Oh, he died from construction. Wasn't even paying attention. Okay. Might have been a good reaction. Hold on. It's hard to tell because for some reason the drones are invisible right now. I don't understand why. But it looks like he lines the drone up through the couch. Uh-oh. I feel like his reaction time doesn't really match how he's playing. Like, he keeps peeking all these things, but he never shoots at anything. This one was like his slowest reaction time by far, but the other ones, it kind of looked like he was just ready. But also, like, if this is a champ lobby, he does not look like he's playing like a champ. He looks like a bot sometimes, and then gets an ace. They said they fixed match replay, but then they kept the old bugs and just added new ones. Match replay, I think, is in its buggiest state it's ever been. Oh, the drone. The drone I don't think he heard, because that drone I think was from Thermite, who was in CC or in Logi. It's not like he would have just held it and waited. Also, I could be wrong. The Clash might be a, like a, what's it called, a bot to try to level up, because they did the same thing last round. Let me see what they did since the beginning of the round. I think they just spawn in, they turn, put on their shield, and then that's it. And then just like pivot. Literally spawned in and was just doing this immediately. I think this is a bot, right? They're playing like a bot. They just keep spinning. Not even reacting to the fact that people are shooting at him. So I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that this account is probably queued with them and is probably just trying to level up. That's my guess. The RDCF guy, we're already fairly convinced he's cheating with how he lined up the Cali through the wall. The Liam Curtis guy I think is queued with them. And I think he was the one that, yeah, got the ace. His reactions just seem too good. Clash is still just spinning. Clash hasn't even reacted to the wall being open behind them. I did see that the Vigil was waiting for the person to push garage though. I need to watch it back. I felt like the Vigil reacted way too quickly there, but Ash also shot immediately after. It's not that quick. And then, oh, Clash is actually playing now. Alright, I have a theory. I think it's a little early to tell, and we probably won't be able to get an answer for a while. But I have a theory that Vigil is playing both Clash and Vigil at the same time. Because as soon as Vigil died, then Clash started moving. Like, let's see, Vigil dies here. And then immediately, now Clash is actually an active player. Okay, so that's 100% what's happening. He's playing on both accounts at the same time. And he's queuing them together probably to try to level one up. And I bet next round, the exact same thing's going to happen. I only have their real names. I would guess that the person who they labeled as the most suspicious and like a top 5 cheater is the Clash. That was the thing, is that one of them is supposed to be a top 5 champ in the entire game. The Clash is doing the exact same thing. Watch, let me skip forward. Let me see if Capcan dies and then immediately goes to Clash. We have our proof. He doesn't shoot the first time because Ash was invisible, but then as soon as Ash became slightly more visible, he immediately shoots. RDCF, guys, I'm fairly certain is cheating. Liam, I know, has both of these accounts, and I'm fairly certain is cheating on the one. So that way, I guess they don't get kicked for inactivity. Also, can they actually see the 0 here? I guess you kind of can. And then, the last one's in dirt, even though dirt person hasn't done anything. Also, okay, I'm pretty sure this happened with Habana as well. He didn't even hit close to the head, but he got a headshot. I think he has some type of, not like aimbot, but like something like that. Which is why his aim here is terrible. Like, look, I'm pretty sure he doesn't hit Habana here. Yeah, like his shots are way to the right, and he just got a headshot on Habana. And then the same thing happens with Grim. Like, watch how high up he's aiming. Like, he was aimed above Grim's head and got a headshot immediately. So, I'm gonna guess that's what is occurring, is that they are, I guess, a 4-stack. Legion's cheating, Capcan's cheating. Capcan also has Clash as his second account. And then, I haven't really seen much from the Dexter guy, but he must be the other person that they accused. We'll go to the last round and see if they did anything. Oh, so the recruit still does it on attack. He still does the little circle pivots. And then IQ grenades herself. So then what, they hop on Deimos immediately after and then start... Yeah, immediately. So they're running 2 accounts on 1 PC. I mainly want to see what Dexter does because I think Dexter is the other accused person. Oh. And then this guy just ran through and got a triple kill with the SMG-11. Okay. He just got a hipfire collateral. So he really turned it on to, like, turned it up to 11 at the very end. So we didn't get to see anything for Dexter, but we can see if they were all queued together. So this is the RDCF guy. He's already been banned. He was banned 5 days ago. He had 2.26 KD in ranked before he finally got banned. Never played since Shifting Tides, at least. It was just dominating. Let's see who he was queued with. Okay, so has since been banned. Oh. Oh, right. This is what they were talking about. So on here, it shows that they've been banned. But they're not actually banned. They're still playing. Even though they're cheating, they've been unbanned. 95% win rate, by the way. Not at all suspicious. These were the other 2 people, Jack Cousin and SS3A. SS3A has been banned. He's gone. Jack Cousin is a top 30 champ. Has not been banned. Went from a gold and an emerald to a top 30 champ. Not at all suspicious. You guys can tell me whether you think I'm right or wrong in this, but if someone loses 1100 MMR in 1 day to rollback, I think they probably should be investigated as well, right? Just maybe? Okay. Oh no, Jack Cousins was a top 5 champ. Now he's top 30. Sorry, I had the wrong person. So this is a top 5 champ who's queuing with an insane amount of cheaters, is getting ELO rollback because his cheating teammates are getting banned, but he still has not been banned. So he went from a top 5 champ, which by the way, he could have gone without cheating if he just got the VarsityGaming tournament equipped it to all his guns, to number 30 from just his teammates getting banned. This is a lot. This is a lot to take in. My webcam's kind of blocking it, but Dexter was the Jack Cousin guy. So Dexter is the top 5 champ. And then Liam Curtis was the SS3A guy who's been banned. And then Recruit was the DHTRJ guy who said it's been banned, but then is still active. So I assume what's happening and the reason why this guy is not getting permanently banned is because he's just like botting. There's no proof of him cheating. He's playing with a lot of cheaters, but he's just botting, which is still a bannable offense. I don't know why he's not been permanently banned. He should have been permanently banned by now, but he's not. If a dev at Ubisoft is watching this video later on, fucking do something. Please. Getting ridiculous. Okay, next match is Cafe. And in this match, we have Protected Charms, who is accusing Shibby Dot. So to go off of like the last match where we have a bunch of champs who are cheating and never getting banned, allegedly, this is a 7-time champ who has not been banned, even though they're cheating. Allegedly. Playing Recruit already makes me suspicious, especially Recruit with 0 attachments, or not attachments, 0 skins. Apparently a 7-time champ. And the person who accused him was the Protected Charms guy, the Doc on defense. Generic by 2,770 packs with the Renown. That's actually not true because my Renown is bugged and just shows 10 million when it's actually 1 million. He has almost... no, he has some jumping of the recoil. It's very minimal, but he does have some recoil. It's a very dumb spot to drone in because if someone were to peek the window, he's completely visible. Let me just rewind and confirm. I don't think he saw him on the drone. No, he didn't. But yeah, he pinged him as if he did. So he shoots. Mozzie's on the left side. He hops on cameras. He doesn't see Mozzie. Mozzie's over here. But he knows that Mozzie's on the right. He pings. By the way, look at where his ping is. It's way off. And then he aims right at Mozzie. Guys, a little early to call it. But I'm going to go on a limb here and say he might be cheating. He heard him. Yeah, I'm going to go on a limb here and say that hopping on a drone for 1 millisecond does not let you hear exactly and pinpoint accurately ping towards someone through a wall. That's just my guess. Also, you say hear him, but he was basically just standing there holding an angle. Uh-oh. Oh, it looks like he's like using a speed boost cheat or whatever, but that's just a normal sprint. It's hard for me to tell because I only use the silencer on the M4 and I only use it on Maverick for my sneaky rushes, but this looks like it has like 0 recoil. But if it is true that he's a 7-time champ, he should have very good recoil control. That good? I don't know, but very good nonetheless. Something else that makes me feel like he's walling, and I guess it's not proof, but it's more indicative of how someone plays with walls. Notice how he drones here. So he's like looking over there, he reloads. When he drones, he doesn't check like any of these desks. Someone could be hiding behind any one of these. He just looks right at Jaeger. Smoke's not here. It's just bugged. But he just like, he knows where Jaeger is. He doesn't check anything else. It's like, what if he pushed in here and someone was hiding behind that or hiding behind the bomb and he just didn't see them? Now he's going to swing and die. If they were there. Then he dies. Based off the Mozzie play with Bathroom and based off how he droned Jaeger, I'm leaning towards having walls. The submission from the person was that it was like supposed to be a very subtle cheater who's been champ for a long time. Which when someone is champ, it does make it like harder to tell whether someone is cheating or not, because if someone has a long track record of champ, then it's less likely they're cheating. Since most cheaters should be getting banned, but it's Siege now. Cheaters don't get banned as much as they should. Oh no. Wait, is he also... Did he ping towards the dock before he even saw him? see. I mean, Doc is shooting the tracks. I just don't understand what the point of that ping is supposed to be. Like, I guess maybe to say, like, someone's over here, but it doesn't really do much. He also keeps throwing tracks in the same door, I assume to try to bait out someone and see if they'll shoot the tracks again. That was more of a normal reaction. I think it'd be reasonable to understand that you know you downed someone over there. To ping them through the wall is a little different. So if you down someone here, do you think you would ping this wall and be like they're right there? I don't know. I guess you could infer it because Buck pushed down the stairs. Oh, that also looks like Buck's genius because he's staring right at his head. But the gridlock just rotates over, pings through the corner, and it's just like, yeah, he's over here. Which would now be the second time he's pinged someone through the wall without technically knowing where they are, but he just happens to know where they are. Most people in chat are saying they would ping the door, not the corner, which I think is fair. You'd say like through that, like through there, someone is down. Oh, hi Bagel. I didn't know you came up here. He also got distracted by the cat. Sorry, but did he do like one of the typical things? Kind of like runs away, but is like keeps looking at them through the wall. Yeah. He dies. I don't know. The amount of times he keeps pinging people through walls, I'm pretty suspicious of. People in chat are also saying he has no recoil. I agree. I think his recoil control is suspicious. But allegedly this is a 7-time champ, so I'm like, maybe they just have really good recoil control. But I do agree that it feels like the gun's, like, it feels like it's not moving at all. I see it jutting around a little bit, but he basically has perfect recoil control all the time. Which is unlikely. But possible. It is ranked, and if he is actually a 7-time champ, then he would be taking this seriously and focusing a lot on controlling recoil. He doesn't look up at Skylight, or not Skylight, what's called. Evan. New balcony is what it's called. Surprised he wouldn't drone out this corner, since this is a very common corner for people to hide in and then swing as soon as you push in, but confidence. And the reason why I'm pointing all this out is it feels like he only checks where he thinks people are, like where he knows people are. He doesn't really check a whole lot of other stuff. He just like barely looks over there, just like, yeah, it's fine. So wait, how did they just ping the dock? They don't have a drone in there. Oh. Locked, fine. I feel like it has no recoil, but it's also the F90. F90 has almost no recoil. A very controllable gun. If I can control it, it's not hard for everyone else to control it. I don't know. Like, I actually has 0 recoil. It's not like 0, because we've slowed it down. You can see it jumping, but it's not... Like, you'd expect a lot more jumpiness. It's also hard for me to take chat's thoughts on recoil control because majority of chat isn't the greatest at Siege, so like if someone has low recoil, they just think it's cheating, which I can understand why. It's also like they might not be cheating. They might just have good recoil control. Just saw him and looked away. I did find it weird that when he was looking there, he looked at the other parts like for 1 millisecond, and then where I think it was Blackbeard was, he looked there for a while, but then he didn't shoot at him. So also chat, random question while we wait for something to happen. For anyone who might know, is the new Mario Party online play capable? Like if 4 people all have Mario Party, can they play online with one another? Because I kind of want to make a variety video on the new Mario Party. Also, the only thing that happened, he had shot Blackbeard. It looked like he just shot through his shield, but I assume he broke the shield. Chat's saying yes. Okay, okay. Need to pay though. Doesn't mean everyone has to have online, or just like maybe the person hosting it. If everyone has to have online, then that would also suck. Getting pings. I don't know. I mean, so the accused cheater ends up losing because this only goes to round 6. No overtime. It's already 1-3. I don't know. He's doing weird things. He's doing, in my opinion, suspicious things, but he loses. So I'm like, I don't know. Let's look up some stats. Because I feel like the next 2 rounds are going to be more of the same. I don't think we're going to see much different. He has been champ a lot. Always with a very consistent KD. 1.47, 1.47, 1.43, 1.47. And those are like across a lot of seasons. A very consistent KD. Previously Platinum and then Diamond. And then since Solar Raid has just been champ. I don't know. That amazing. He's also on a downturn. He was at 4,700 and now he's at 4,400. Lost 6 or 300 elo. I don't know. I can understand the suspicions. He does have some of the subtleties of a like subtle waller, but I wouldn't just like outright say he's cheating from what I've seen. I'm leaning towards that, like especially when we saw how he was just pinging people through walls. It's also, I mean, it's all personal choice, right? The fact that he's like got no skins on this account, like nothing at all, also seems a little weird. I think he has uniforms, but I think every single one of his guns has either been plain or had, I think this is obsidian on it. If he's the most coded waller and hides it very well. He could be. That's always the issue, is that you can never know for sure, because someone could, like, I guess in theory, want to make it to champ but want to be very subtle, so they lose a lot of their matches on purpose. Which is like, fuck, would someone be willing to do that? Probably. People are willing to do a lot for a lot less. So like, yeah, he could be intentionally losing, intentionally lowering his stats, but the most suspicious thing we've seen so far is just how he keeps pinging people through walls, even though he doesn't see them. But whether he's doing that based off context or audio or what, I don't know. By the way, while we wait, thanks for subs from Nero, Frosty, I am Pical, Kaiser, Deadshot, Yamlank, and your girl's Dyspecia. So mishydrate. And this is the big part for me, is that it always seems like whenever he kills someone, I don't know, it feels like sometimes the enemies don't even know he's there, but he's just getting free kills. I'm like, how? That he would have heard the repel noise from getting to the top. He's gonna go flying out the window. One thing I find weird, not in like a cheater way, but just a weird thing, is that I've noticed every time he like vaults over or peeks over, he keeps shooting one bullet. Like he dropped a hatch, he shot one bullet. He jumped at the window, he shot one bullet. Or not the window, jumped over the balcony, he shot one bullet. It could be smurfing. I don't know if it's considered smurfing when you're in a champ level lobby and you, I think at one point he was like top 1000 champ or something. That's not a smurf. Like he'd also be facing high level champs, so. See, TikTok chat keeps trying to like sound smart and like it's to cover sound. One individual bullet is not going to cover the sound of you vaulting over a balcony, landing, and then sprinting away. If you want to cover sound, you gotta shoot a lot more than that. That's not how sound cover works in Siege. But like I predicted, we didn't really get anything from this round. He seems to be playing more like the other rounds. It's just, the only thing was on attack, the drones. He kept pinging people through walls, and by kept pinging people, I mean he did it twice. So it's just like, he doesn't really know where they are, but he's directly pinging them through a wall with zero intel. That's fine. But then here they lose. The accused cheater loses. I'm also like, I'm not a Frost Master by any means, or even a Siege Master in general, but for a top like 1000 champ, his Frost map placement is just awful. And the only reason I point that out is because when you get someone at this high of a level, they should have like very high-end knowledge of everything in game. But it feels like all he has for high-end knowledge is just placement, droning, and shooting. But then like placement being like his body being like placed in the correct position, and like knowing where people are gonna come from like this. But his like gadget placement's terrible. Like he's putting frost mats 2 feet away from the window and barely gonna cover the window. Also just like continuously pinging the door that Blackbeard is there, although Blackbeard could have ran away or walked away and he wouldn't know. But he dies to Blackbeard. He did try to go for the headshot and that's what killed him. Based off stats, based off history, I'm going to say not cheating, but I can understand where the submitter is coming from, especially with how he droned. I think it was round 2 or round 1 where he pinged the person through the wall without having seen them. That's suspicious, but only twice in the 6 rounds did that happen. He did it once with Mozzie in bathroom, and then he pinged the Vigil through the wall, even though he ran across the map after he downed him. He knew exactly where Vigil was, even though Vigil had moved. So, weird, but that's not at all consistent enough to call cheats. And also, like, he ended up losing. I feel like if he was cheating, he probably would have won. But like we mentioned earlier, there's always the possibility that the cheater could intentionally lose. But I would guess not cheating. I would just say coincidence. Next match is on Oregon. And this match was submitted to us by Stitch3, who's accusing Vinicius229. However I pronounce that name. I think it's Vinicius. In this 6-round Oregon match. None of the other matches should be about, like, champs cheating and getting away with it like the first 2 were. This one should be more, you know, typical Siege. You can also tell he's not champ because instead of reloading fully and then shooting 5, he keeps reloading 1 and shooting 1, which is like the most inefficient way to use this shotgun. Thanks for aim, not Gerald. Are non-ranked submissions valid? Yes. I will take non-ranked submissions, but they have to be like a 6-round standard match. I generally won't take like 5 rounds or 4 rounds because it's just pointless. I also try to avoid super obvious cheats unless it's a new cheat. Because it's just boring to watch when someone just walks in, kills everyone. So, yep, they're cheating. Let's move on to the next match. I don't know what that is. It's just flying around the screen on the right. I assume it's probably his charm. Very annoying. Also, so far doesn't seem too crazy. He just keeps waiting. He hasn't actually seen an enemy yet. Is there any way to spin matches to hack a replay on console? No. There's currently no way. Console matches do not work on PC. I've tried it. It does not work. That seemed fine. I could be wrong. Was that Capitao throwing a drone there or something? He looked at the ground. I think just in this current like iteration of match replay, drones are not visible. Yeah, he threw a drone and then Frost looked at it, but there's no drone here. So there's a bug right now in match replay. We can't see drones, which is going to be very, very annoying because it's going to make it harder to tell whether someone is walling or if they're getting calls from a drone that we cannot see. I don't know how they managed to break this in the most recent update, but they did it. Ubisoft has outdone themselves. What rank is this? Based off what I've seen, I want to say it's like platinum or below, but honestly, that's the other thing. I'm not saying he's cheating and not saying it's because of any cheaters we've seen today or anything, but a lot of times this can be in like champ level lobbies. It's just people are cheating and they're bad at the game, so then you start to get a lot of questionable plays. I will note that I find it interesting that the entire time they weren't doing anything for white stairs, and then as soon as gridlock started to move up, he smoked it. Could be coincidence. He did hover over that person's trophy, but again, I think that's way more coincidental. Sorry, I'm so yawny today. I'm definitely have to take a nap after stream. The way he was playing that was pretty weird. He also keeps coincidentally aiming at people through walls. Coincidentally. He also did not play anything like this before. I'll have to go look at the file submission again, but if I remember, I think he said in round 4 is when it gets the most obvious, if this is the right match I'm thinking of. I could be thinking of another one. Like, quite the jump in how he played that from round 1. Round 1, he looked like a bot. In round 2, he's suddenly quick peeking every single door and pre-firing people he can't even see. Oh, in the file it says the most suspicious incident, and like the reason why he reported him was round 5. We'll keep watching. See if anything happens around 5. I know it doesn't mean much, but we always have people defending, being like, he's not cheating, he's just a good player. But then like, what the fuck is this setup? This is not a good player setup. He goes from quick leaning and like tap firing everyone perfectly to putting an observation blocker in the middle of the hall and then putting a gem or an ADS on the other side of the observation blocker. Like, what? Like, this is not a good setup. I never expected that's why it's good. Maybe. Also, to do all that setup and then to immediately leave the... Wait, what is this barbed wire? Who put that barbed wire there? I'm really confused as to about what the rank is for this lobby, because it doesn't... Oh my god. Bro, why can't replay just be good? I want to see if you could actually see the Dokkaebi cross, but... It's bugging out. Also, I forgot to mention, this is standard. I didn't realize it's standard, not ranked. Which is why the rank seems so out of the ordinary. I could be wrong. Did he just completely not hit him here and then get a headshot? He shot here, Hibana's here, and that was a headshot. Is this just like, is Siege just like that bad with hit reg that this has been happening a lot? And originally I kept saying it was probably cheats, but like it's been happening more and more and more recently. Like is hit reg just so awful and like, I guess lag so bad that shooting here gets a headshot? I think Cham might be right, because like that is now like a common thing each week with hacker replay, is that someone kills someone around a corner even though they're not even close to aiming at them. That part was fine. There is no one in sight. Like, not a single person. He could literally just jump in for free here. Well, he died instead. I pointed out that, like, the skill disparity between round 1 and 2 was insane, but I will say at least since round 2, he has stayed fairly consistent. He just did, like, nothing in round 1, and then round 2 stepped it up and has been stepping up since. Oh yeah, we're on round 5. So apparently, according to the submission file, this is where he said at the end of round 5, this was the most suspicious thing he did. If we get to the end of round 5 and we're like, not really that suspicious, then we'll probably just call it there. We don't have to watch round 6. I will say, he hasn't really done, you know, a whole lot. And also, once I realized it was in standard and not in ranked, kind of made a lot more sense that he was just shitting on these people and they weren't doing anything to stop them. Also, chat, this is a dumb question, but I can't remember. If you're Tubarao and you freeze yourself while you're getting a Dokkaebi call and then walk out of the freeze, does the call continue or is it just gone permanently? I think it's gone, like, permanently, right? I think it's like stepping next to a mute jammer. You just need to disable it and then you're good. I guess this kill at the end of the round is the most suspicious thing. I think I see what he means. It looks like he locks onto his head, but I want to say that's like a match replay thing. I see what he means. It's like here, it looks like lag more than cheats, but like the snap from there to there is insane. Like he's aiming at nothing, and then it's locked onto their head. I can see why they would consider that suspicious, but I cannot tell if that's lag or a replay bug or what. I guess one way we can try to deduce is something like this. We can watch someone else that they also like snap. It snapped a little bit, but not that much. His was like a large snap. I don't know. His is fine. So it was just really the Ash that like lagged the most. His was so direct though, like where his aim went. Yeah, but like also we haven't really seen much else. So the fact that he snapped once and it was like it looked like lag and it was when the diffuser went down, it's like I'm more willing to chalk that up to just like servers being shitty, especially with how bad the servers have been this week. They've been fucking awful. I'm willing to bet it was just coincidental. The guy's name is Cheat Chen. Not a great name when we're investigating if he's cheating. Looks like he has somewhat of a history. Oh, he has like no history. Champ instantly. And then Diamond didn't play. Currently in plat. What's his level though? 166. No profile photo. Probably just a Smurf account that he hops on once in a while. Doesn't seem to play with any cheaters. Plays with one guy a shit ton, 521 times. Who also has been champ and diamond. I don't know. I guess probably fine. I understand the suspicion, but I think they're fine. Now, that's match number 3 done. Match number 4 is... In match number 4, we have level 100 boss 2, who is accusing not Uzi 23. He has a diamond charm. I saw that. It was floating there. Oh, angled grip on the... I can't remember what that gun is called. It's almost like a... It's not a guarantee or anything, but it's almost like a guarantee of suspicion when someone runs angled grip, just because angled grip is by far the most useless attachment. All it does is make your reload 20% faster. Like, no one cares about that. Not enough to make your recoil worse just for 20% faster reloading time. Dies immediately. This is a 9-round match. I always get bothered by teammates who do stuff like this, where instead of actually setting up sight, they just spend the entire round shooting things on walls or shooting teammates. Like, bro, I have to reinforce 15 walls because you refuse to reinforce anything. Not even a single person spawned over there. Which is good for his defense, because the fact that he ran out on a spawn with 0 people is less suspicious. Oh, they just reported Hippo. I think I've played against Hippo before. Gets flash, but doesn't get a single kill. Didn't land a single bullet. He died. They lost. Not really seeing anything, because he keeps dying very quickly. He does have a champ banner, which I know. Could be reading into it a lot. One thing I did find weird was that when he pushed out here, he aimed at this corner. Like, it's literally just like a dead-end corner with nothing there. I was like, I feel like a good player wouldn't make that mistake. And he's a champ, apparently, so I'm like, a little weird that he would just aim at nothing. He's extended barrel in the MP5. I mean, a lot of people claim the MP5 has 0 recoil. I wouldn't say it's 0. There's a lot of guns with way better recoil than it, but it does have low recoil. Not 0. Although I have seen clips from console. Apparently, I mean, we know console has lower recoil than PC, but apparently the MP5 on console is just like a joke. It's like nothing. I would say, personally, for PC, the gun with the best recoil, well, obviously it has to be Deimos' pistol. Deimos' pistol literally doesn't have any recoil at all. It's just, it stays perfectly still. But if not Deimos' pistol, Scopus' new weapon. I swear it's like, is it the PCRX or something? Whatever it's called. That one has like nothing for recoil. Oh, he's running angled grip on this as well. What is this loadout? This is cursed. Not even the best ACOG. Extended barrel, angled grip. What? Okay, this goes back to the same thing as last match. He hits nothing and gets a down. So look at where IQ is. Look at where he's aiming. That was 2 body shots and she's down. What the fuck? I don't know how much I believe that hit reg is that bad. Like, it's not even close. It's not leg, because that's not how leg works. Leg would only work if it was like you shot where they were, but he was shooting where they weren't. Like they weren't even there, and then was shooting way above and still got it down. It makes no sense. Earlier, before that, he hit IQ, and IQ was not even in front. I'll go back and watch. Wait, what? He hit her there. Chat's right. IQ does not peek. It's been 2 whole seconds since she peeked. Not even close to the door. He's shooting here and hits her. My guess is cheats. Because look, I'll explain to you why here. When Doc is shooting, pay attention to where the bullet holes form on the wall. Doc is aiming up here. The bullet holes are down here. This is a common sign of cheating. It's not it's not a guarantee of it, but there are recoil cheats and aim cheats that even though your aim's up here, it actually changes it. That's why if you ever watch a kill cam and someone's aiming at like the ceiling and they get you with a shot, it usually is a recoil cheat because the replay system can't properly display it, but the game still registers it as proper hits. So he is shooting way up there, and look at all the bullet holes forming down here, and somehow it's hitting IQ even though she's way over here. So I think that might be cheating. I'm not saying to watch IQ's POV, but I don't think that's going to change much here. That's before, and then she sits here. Wait. Is it that person? Who is that? Wait, they can't see IQ either, though. Is it them? It doesn't show the like, firing icon, though. I'm so confused. There's too many moving parts. Oh, it only shows the firing icon for like a millisecond when they're shooting. Oh, okay, so never mind. It was Malusi shot her in the shoulder, but then she backed up and then couldn't see her anymore. Okay, so it wasn't Doc. That was convenient timing, though. Why does it not show the firing icon, though? I was like, okay, no one else is firing. That's why I said it was Doc, but I guess. Oh, it doesn't show it while you're paused. You have to keep playing in order to see it. Oh, okay. So that's just a replay. A new replay bug. Okay. That was fine. Well, it was somewhat fine. There was still the second incident where Doc was hitting IQ, even though IQ was around the corner and not visible. So one of the two is fine. The other one is not. So I guess that's where we get back to the question is that just terrible fucking hit reg from Siege or what? Like, how are people hitting people around corners even though they can't see them? I don't know. I'm still willing to bet basically everything I said with the Doc last round was still right. Like the fact that his aim is so high, but the bullet holes are low, and he's hitting IQ around the corner, even though she's behind the popcorn machine and he is like looking way to the right. I still think that's all accurate, but Malusi was the one who shot IQ the first time. Also, like the fact that he's running angled grip, I think it is, yeah, right now again on every single gun is crazy. I know people will keep saying this is sound cover, but shooting like one bullet with a silenced weapon as you hit the ground is not going to cover your sound. That's not how that works. I do find it a little weird that he just dropped right into CCTV, no one was watching, and now he's just pushing the site without any droning or intel. I think he might be walling. He just keeps changing what he's doing based off of how the enemies are relocating, even though he has no intel on them. I'll play it back and I'll explain my thought process as we go through. So here, he pushes in. He knows Valkyrie's pushing him, which could be from audio, which is fair. And then here, he like keeps proning because I guess he knows that Azami is coming back, so he's afraid of being shot from her. Does a weird 360, pushes up. Technically, you could hear Valkyrie leave there, but with an explosion landing that close to you, in the same room as you, you would have tinnitus, so you actually wouldn't be able to hear much. But he doesn't check the bathroom. He knows Valkyrie has completely left. And then here, it almost looks like as soon as Legion runs into the room, he's like, okay, now I'm fine. I don't have to hold that anymore. Panic tries to punch the window. And then Valkyrie backs up, which you would be able to hear once she backs up here. Like, as soon as she finally backs up, he pulls out his launcher and tries to stun. It just feels like every single time someone happens to do something, Zofia knows what to do next. And then I think, again, that was another case of him not even hitting the Legion, but getting a kill, maybe? We'll play back in slow-mo. Legion was... Let me see if I can get a perfect pause on this. Legion wasn't even on his screen, and he got a kill on him. I don't know if it was a headshot or just a normal kill. So Legion's there, and Zofia headshots him. This is now the second time he has shot someone around a door where he can't see them. Again, like I said earlier, we have been seeing that a lot more. Like, we've been seeing a lot of matches where people keep killing others around corners even though they can't see them. So I don't know if it's like a match replay bug. I don't think it is. Or if it's a cheat. I think that's a bit more likely. Especially with everything else I explained with how he always seems to, like, react based off someone else in the background moving and not watching him anymore. Is replay bad or is it cheats? I don't know. Feels like half the time we're fighting the replay system, half the time we're fighting cheaters. I'm curious to see how he plays this. He doesn't. He dies. It looked like he was just panicking, but they win because the diffuser's down and 2 seconds left. He knows where everyone is. That's what I'm saying. It seems that he always is aware. He keeps just standing still. What are you doing? Move. Go do something. We also have this this player's real name, so I can look him up. Also, okay. I'm just gonna throw it out there. This is now the second time that Zofia has dropped that hatch, shot the ground once, hoping that would cover sound. By the way, carrying diffuser and walking away from B site where nobody is, and instead walking right towards A site, where everyone else is. If you have diffuser and you drop next to site and it's free, why are you not taking advantage of that? Good, Josh. Shooting 2 bullets with a suppressed gun does nothing. Don't say that to my TikTok chat, because earlier I was making fun of someone for shooting 1 bullet when landing. They're like, that's to cover sound. It's like, bro, that's not covering shit. 1 bullet on the ground as you land does not cover the sound of your entire 3 armor body hitting the ground. That is just bullshit. This is the first run I'd say that I've watched him, and it feels like he doesn't know where everyone is. Because, like, he seemed surprised by the vigil. He didn't know that Doc was there from the looks of it. I'm gonna look up stats. I feel like he is cheating. Maybe he's already been banned. And if he hasn't, then maybe we'll watch the rest. Quills is the name. They've been banned. They got banned today. Okay. We don't have to watch anymore. So my suspicion was right. He is cheating. I wonder how dumb the people feel that we're defending him. But we were right. They were cheating. Seems like they had some type of cheat that would shoot around walls, but we got him. In this match, we have John Subnautica, who is accusing Yan Flank. Where's Yan Flank? In this 7-round standard game. Wait, oh, I was like, he's holding, like, no one. I didn't realize the prep phase hadn't even finished yet. It's early. But he did try to, like, follow that guy, and then was like, oh, I can't see him. He's the only one who didn't pick up brick armor. He's coming back for it. Does he know that someone's above him? Does Finka know that someone's below them? Nope. Glacier's not a good sign. He doesn't have Glacier. This is something else. Wait, what is that skin? Oh, is it the Conflagration skin? But it's not Glacier, because Glacier doesn't even exist for this gun, so it wouldn't be possible for him. Even if with an unlock all, he wouldn't have Glacier. I think I have this skin, whatever it is. I can't remember what it is. I know that the Maverick was shooting at him, but that pre-fire was a little antsy. As the Monty approaches, his aim slowly drifts down before he even sees Monty. And then... let me quickly rewind. I know it's the DMR, I know it's the muzzle brake, but... when it's zoomed in like this, it looks like it has absolutely no recoil, but I think it had a little bit. I think it does. You can kind of tell the shake. What we can tell here is if... oh. I can't tell if he's aiming at them because of the debris. I know he is aiming at them, but I mean if he can see them. Let's restart. So I'm fairly certain he's walling here because he just follows the Monty. One taps him, barely has any recoil, but it is a DMR with a muzzle brake. But then watch here as the buck pushes in. You can kind of see the shadow. But I think he's just walling. You could argue the shadow gave them away, but... I think the fact that he waited for the 2 more before he saw the shadow is indicative that it's probably walls. Conflagration is the name of the skin. That's what I said, but I don't think... When did Maverick come out? Maverick came out after Outbreak. I swear that skin was from Outbreak. Was it not? I don't remember. I remember when I saw the skin for the first time, I was like, this feels like they're trying to make Black Ice, but with different colors. And then they never successfully did it. He's already aiming at the bomb, even though it looks like Smoke has zero clue that Thermite is just prone next to him. Just keep that in mind. Guys, he's cheating. He was looking right at Thermite through the smoke, even though Smoke, who was right next to him, had no idea. He 100% is cheating. He's cheating. Alright. Let's see if they've been banned. It's been 5 days, so it's possible. They have not been banned. They apparently were a champ a long time ago, but ever since then have never made it out of copper. Granted, they haven't played many matches, but champ first season barely played, and then just plays standard now. Standard and cheating seems weird to me. Oh, he's only played 3 matches. Or 4 matches total. He abandoned 1. Oh, so this is just someone who's like very inactive, but is cheating. Okay. In this match, we have... I don't know what this Donald Class knows. Classness? I don't know. Who's accusing Megan Fox. Megan Fox, movie star. The only reason Transformers was good. Oh, no grip on the R4C with an ACOG. This is gonna be interesting. I noticed that they were moving very, very fast. That's because of the no grip. I'm really curious how... Oh, never mind. He seems indecisive. He seems like he has no idea where he wants to go. What is the point of that ash charge? It literally blew up nothing. Maybe a goo mine, because I see the little gray cloud there. Okay. Okay, people keep doing that all day. We've been seeing people shoot 1 or 2 bullets to cover their drop sound. Bro, 1 or 2 bullets does not cover drop sound. Unless there's like a new update that has changed that. Or probably a new bug that has changed that. But that is now like the 3rd or 4th person we've seen do that. If you drop and then shoot 1 bullet as you land, you're not just magically inaudible. You can still be heard. There's a possibility that that might have changed with the recent updates, and I mean, match replay is even buggy with the recent updates, so... It's possible. I just think it's unlikely. I think this was just coincidence, but... He aims right at the scooples for a second and then realizes he has to aim at the window, but I think that was coincidence. The shooting 1 bullet is a new cheater thing. I'd find it hard to believe that all the cheaters were like, you know what would be a cool new universal sign for us is to shoot 1 bullet whenever we vault over stuff. I don't know if I believe that. Did he not break the hatch? No. Just left his pellets there. What is going on? Does not seem like a real player. His sensitivity also seems to be very high because he keeps over flicking. Now he's finally gonna break the one on the roof. Hey, they're finally going off. You just saw the rook. This is hard for me to watch, to be honest. With the incredibly high sensitivity and over flicking all the time. He dies. Doesn't seem to be playing like a good player, I can say that much. I never get that, man. I prone there. I have 5 defenders all aim down sight on that hole, killing me as soon as I even try to peek it. The other side. I'm curious to see what he does on defense, because like even just here, like he cannot stop sprinting around and like flicking around. Almost feels like ADD like. I also don't know how he saw the castle through the prisma, but I guess he did. Right. There he runs in without droning. Yeah, that's like the 3rd time now. I guess every single round he was doing that. I guess round 1 he droned for a little bit, but not much. He's just very confident that everything is clear. Defense on coastline, sometimes we can get more evidence just because they usually, especially with ruins out here, they'll just like aim at people through the wall and be ready to run out or peek them through the window. Maybe we'll catch him slipping, I don't know. Have I ever faced or seen any cheaters who don't kill anyone and just use wall cheats to help his friends to rank up by telling them where the opponents are? I've never faced one, but I have seen one. That is actually... I've seen that a few times now in Hacker Replay, where it's like very obvious they're cheating, but they don't get any kills. That was a rough aim, but you got the kill and survived, so... But yes, that is a thing. People didn't want to get banned for walling, so they would just wall on their account and be like, hey, buddy, go kill this person here. We actually talked about that earlier as well. Fairly common for people to do with randoms as well. I want to see if he actually saw that. Who was that? Buck or IQ hop over the ruins? I think it's IQ. Because he aimed right at them after he shot this hole. But I guess it's Glass who jumps over first. And it looks like from his perspective, it looks like he knows where they are, and he aims right at the IQ through the wall. Bro, did he set up his yokais? I guess he did, but I don't know. I can't see them. He dies. Seems like a waller who just can't aim. I would say that's probably a little accurate. A lot of people just got banned. Although, actually, I think those bans are based off when the match took place. Those are bans from like 5 days ago. So he... Oh, I went way too far back. I think that is probably more on the border of proof. He walks up to the door, zero intel on where they actually are, what they're doing. Breaks the door, instead of like looking down in case someone's right here, or over here, or over here, he just immediately looks at them perfectly. Didn't see them on that peak, by the way, but still knew that they were there. He's probably walling. So is looking at the person in, what's it called? VIP. Even though I think he has no intel of the person, he knows that they're in there. I can give him the benefit of the doubt and say he might have heard him when he was running up the stairs. But he also seems to be walling, so. One round ago, he was looking at 2 people very clearly and accurately through ruins. I pointed that out, but the issue is that it's hard to tell whether maybe the replay was just like had more debris so we couldn't see them, but it looked like he was aiming right at them. Like when Glaz jumped over, on the replay perspective, you couldn't see Glaz at all, but he aimed right at Glaz and shot at him as he jumped over. But maybe in the game, the debris wasn't there, and he could see Glaz clearly. Most things in replay are accurate. Debris is not. Debris is terribly inaccurate. The second time now he's run out and aimed right at them instead of like scanning to see where they are. Granted, that's a common spot, repelling on penthouse window, but I'm just a little sus of him. Bro also needs lower sensitivity. It actually is hurting my brain watching this. He's flicking every millisecond. What is he doing? What is he doing? I would say based on how weird he's being, I probably cheat. And everything else, like, it seems like he is walling. I think he's trying very hard to hide it. But like there are a lot of things I would say are obvious. I agree with people in chat about that. He keeps also aiming right where Ram is. But it's hard to tell whether he knows or if like the replay is just bugged. Like there it looked like he knows, but it looks like he's just ass. Like he does not look like a good player. So the person who was Megan Fox is actually named Seift Razor, who was a hard stuck copper, 34 matches and couldn't get out of copper 2, had a negative KD. And now this season in ranked has a 3.11 KD over 100 matches. Guys, I think he might have downloaded cheats. He went from 0 to hero and quadrupled his KD. 0.7 to a 3.11 over more matches. He cheating 100%. I was a little on the fence, but I was like, the way he was acting was just so odd. He just kept like flicking everywhere. I don't know, just like moving weirdly, never droning. But it makes sense. He was cheating. It was a little sad to see the matches at the beginning where we had like top 5 champs in the world just be blatantly cheating and are still not banned. But Ubisoft's going to do what Ubisoft's going to do. I feel like the reason, or one of the reasons why Siege Cup is becoming a thing is because I think they're tired of trying to moderate ranked. So they're just mainly going to put their efforts into Siege Cup and just ignore ranked. That's my theory. Could be wrong, but Siege Cup, it seems like they care a lot more about that.